I think I'm live. Am I? Let's see. Let's see. Close. I think I'm live. Am I? Is anybody there? Hello? Welcome, live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Okay, I'll do that. Do you see the mess in the background? I thought I'd gotten it all. I don't know if I'm live. Chat. What is that? Share screen? What's that? You're live. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Whew. So I set this all up so that it would look pretty in the background. Do you see all the empty books? Do you see the mess? Wait a second. Wait, I guess it's which arm? See this? Wait. Which arm? This is this arm. Okay. This is, do you see this? Oh, this is all backwards and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. And do you see all the, this is really weird because this hand is, do you see the empty? Anyway, it's a mess and I really wanted it to look nice, but obviously I did it wrong. Okay, so thank you, welcome. It's very exciting for me to have 10,000 followers. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to celebrate. Now, you know what? I'm not sure if I should look over here or up there. I used to do lives all the time on Instagram, but I haven't done one in a long time. So, yep, I'm live. Don't worry about the background. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you. It's a lot to get 10,000 followers. Now I'm looking, should I be looking up there at the camera? Does that make me look at you? I don't know. Now, the reason I've got glasses on, well, other than to see, is so that I can, up there. Okay. Thank you, Black Diamond. I don't know. So there's somebody called Black Diamond who's watching. And the only thing of, now this Black Diamond might play cards, but the other thing that I think of as of Black Diamond is skiing. And in fact, it was on a Black Diamond run in Sun Valley, Idaho, that I did something terrible to my knee, and anyway, it needed surgery. So that was about the last time I went skiing. So, I mean, I love Black Diamonds, but so when I think of Black Diamonds, that's what I think of is skiing. Maybe that person does also. I don't know. Up there, yes. Yes, look up. Okay, I'm looking up. So I told everybody that when I got 10,000 followers, I would have some champagne. So look at what I've got. Now, to be honest, what I love, I did a commercial. Did I do a commercial? I did maybe it was a commercial. Anyway, it was for Jam Jar Wine. And they have, this is, if I look at the screen, I'll pour it on my lap. But they have this is not a commercial. They don't know I'm doing this, but I love this stuff. And it's sparkling sweet, what's it called? Sparkling sweet blush. And it's really good. I could drink the whole thing. But if I drink the whole thing, now you're going to say, why am I kind of frazzled? The reason I'm frazzled is because I woke up at 9 and I was planning, I usually wake up at 7. And of all days, wait, hey, this is to all of you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all of the subscribers, all of your support. I appreciate it and feel like I've got a wonderful group of people that support me. Some people don't. They have, wait a second, why am I giving myself more? I hope I don't finish this because then I'll never know what to look at. Anyway, so this is but I don't get terrible comments. People are so supportive. They're there for me. I really appreciate it. So, well, oh, I just spilled some. Well, here's to all of you. Thank you very much. Let's see how it tastes. See, I love it. Thank you. Thank you. This is really good. And I could drink the whole thing, and I shouldn't if I want to be able to talk straight. So, anyway, thank you very much. Mm, it is so good. So, I thought I'd tell you the story, if you're interested, about how this all began. So, my son always said, Mom, you need to do videos. Mom, you need to do videos. And I'd say, oh, I don't know. What am I going to talk about? And what am I going to do? And, I don't think I'm not, no. But he kept on bugging me. And there's a woman, her name is Peg Fitzpatrick, and she's this social media maven. She's written 2 books. The latest one is how to social media for the small business. So, and she said, Sandy, you need to do video, but I didn't. But then COVID came, and my son had been bugging me so much, Peg had been bugging me so much, that I thought, well, I'll try it. So I went live on Instagram, and it was like, I don't know, maybe it was 5 or 10 minutes, but it was just about lipstick and how to make you with, me and lipstick, right? Wait a second. I've got, um, uh, oh, it's so nice. Everybody's congratulating me. I really appreciate it. So somebody's here for the jewelry. Wait a second, just so you can see. Oh, so I did this first. I did a, was it a live? Was it recorded? I think it was recorded, maybe. I don't know. But I did this thing about lipstick, and it was maybe 10 minutes long. And it was all about putting um, moisturizer on my lips first and then put the lipstick over it. Or it was about putting the lipstick on and then putting the moisture, excuse me, putting the moisturizer over it. No, I think it was the other way around. And so people really loved it and they wanted more. And I thought, really? What is, oh, I was really surprised. I didn't think, I didn't think that it was that big of a deal, but people really liked it. So I thought, okay, I'll do more. Um, oh, you look fabulous for your age. I've got, thank you. Thank you. The thing is about my age. So I don't know. Do you all know that I'm 84 and I haven't had anything done to my face? Nobody even asks me if I have because they can tell that I haven't. The thing that bugs me, my husband is 10 years older than I am. And nobody says, oh my goodness, you look 10 years younger than your husband. Nobody says that. It really annoys me. They say how young my husband looks, but they never tell me how young I look. Anyway, going back, let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you. People have been with me from the beginning of YouTube. Um, thank you. So I did one video and it was about lips and they asked for more. So I started doing them and I did them. Would you say they were professional? I don't know. I talked about how I did makeup, how I made, I did, makeup. And then I started doing lives. It was always on Saturday, I think. And it was always at around 11 o'clock. And why 11? I figured I could get dressed, put my makeup on, and be live at 11. And I figure at 11, it's 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably 7 o'clock in Great Britain. And I've had a lot of British followers. So I think that was kind of my thinking. Anyway, I started doing them and I really enjoyed them. But I'd go over to YouTube and I wanted to learn how to put makeup on. And the people that everybody was young, but I never thought of that. So I loved Hannah Martin. And so I'd try and put makeup on like Hannah Martin. Do you guys know who Hannah Martin is? Hannah Martin did Princess Catherine's makeup for her wedding. Nobody talks about it. Hannah doesn't talk about it. Nobody talks about it, but she did. And she also did Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice for their weddings. And she also did their mother, I think, for a week or so. But I mean, she never mentions a word. She's so discreet. But at a, I'd met her in LA. I knew she was coming to LA, and that's Los Angeles. So I knew she was coming to LA, and I was desperate to meet her because I followed her. I watched everything she did. And I called her, she did, oh, I know what she did. She did a live or she did something, and I recognized the ironwork on the outside of her room. And she was 2 blocks away from me. So I texted her, said, "You're 2 blocks away. Can I come and meet you?" And I did. I met her, and she had this whole group of friends who I now know, but I don't remember if they were there. But they were all in LA. I don't know why. Maybe it was something. I don't know why, but they were all there, got to meet them. And then Hannah had an appointment with Bobby Brown, and she was going to get an Uber. And I said, "Why take an Uber? I'll drive you down there." And I got to meet Bobby Brown. Can you imagine? And I mean, I met Bobby Brown and Hannah Martin. How about that? And all of these wonderful, the women that were with Hannah were editors, and they were beauty editors. And I got to meet them, and they were delightful. I just love the Brits. They've got a wonderful sense of humor and a wonderful way. And usually when they come into LA, they give me a call and we have breakfast, lunch, dinner, something together. And it's great fun and I love it. And I've left, what was I talking about? Okay, so this is the story. So how did I get on YouTube? Uh, let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay. Somebody's talking about, you know, they're talking about, I've got YouTube cooking videos. You guys, you're missing out if you haven't seen them. Maybe I should arrange them. My mother made the most divine cheesecake. It and I do it on, I've got a YouTube segment on making my mother's cheesecake. It is so good. I've gotten comments from around the world about my mother's cheesecake. And did I make it online? I did I know I blogged about it. I'll have to look back. Maybe I should arrange my videos in a way so that you can see them in some orderly way. Anyway, in fact, the story about that is that I'm jumping around, aren't I? My mother's cheesecake was seen by Jane Figurado, and she was the coach of the British swim and diving team in Great Britain. And whenever when the divers and swimmers worked really hard in a week, she'd make my mother's cheesecake as a reward. And if people came to donate, donators, if people came to donate money, she'd make cheesecake for them. Well, it became Tom Daley. Tom Daley is the gold medal diver from Great Britain. It's his favorite dessert. And it's my mother's cheesecake. She would be so thrilled. Anyway, and also my La Scala salad. and well, I'm getting off the subject. So I was watching, I'm going back to how I got onto YouTube. So what happened was I'd watch YouTube and I'd watch how to put on makeup. And but it was all for young people. And I would do stuff like try and have smoky eyes. Oh, you want to see something really bad? You see me with smoky eyes. I've discovered, I didn't know, I think my eyes are deep set. Not only they are deep set, I've also got hooded lids. And if I try to put on makeup like a 20-year-old or a 25-year-old or a 30-year-old or even a 35-year-old, I look terrible. So I kept on looking on YouTube for mature women. Let's translate mature to old. I mean, let's get down to it. I'm 84. That's old. Well, maybe it's mature. It's mature. I use the old lady card when I can get something out of it. You know, I'm trying to think of where. I can't because, well, I know where at the market when they say, I ask them to make the bags lighter because I'm an old lady, so that I get the bags lighter for that. I think I need some champagne. It's good. Would you believe I'm going out for breakfast after this? I haven't had my coffee, haven't had my orange, haven't done anything like that. I was so panicked that I wouldn't be able to do this. Okay, where was I? Looking for old ladies. So I'd watch these videos, and I remember this woman would say, if you're looking for something on YouTube and you can't find it, you've got to be sure that there are thousands of other people looking for the same thing. And I heard that a number of times, and I heard it so often, I thought, okay, I know that I'm looking for older women, so there must be a lot of people looking for older women. Our skin is different, our needs are different. Um, we're just different, are we? Well, well, yes. I think that we have different needs for our skin. Our skin gets wrinkly, our skin gets dry, our skin gets saggy, isn't this a good shirt? Hides a multitude of sins, right? Wait a second. See? I need to get this necklace close around my neck instead of having it. Okay, so this is a great shirt to wear if you're old and you've got a loose neck. Where did I leave off? Okay, so I decided that I would go on YouTube. Now, granted, this is after COVID. I should have started during COVID. I should have had more faith in myself but I didn't. I think I was scared of going on YouTube. I think that was it. I didn't know how to do it. I should have just done it. I'm telling you, if you're young, you've got an idea, you want to do it, do it. And if you make mistakes, that's okay. Did I make mistakes? I'm sure I have. I don't know what they are, but I have. And that's fine. You make all the mistakes you want. Because that's how you learn, or that's how I've learned. One of them is that I'm now going to set my alarm when I do a YouTube live. That's one I just learned so that I don't have to rush around. Let me see. Wait a second. I've got to see comments. I met you looking for the La Scala salad. Great. I loved your cooking segments. Congrats. I've been with you since it began. Oh, yes. Now can I tell you one of the benefits of being on YouTube? You find a group of women that are like you and are wonderful. I mean, there's Rockstar Mom, there's Nanny and Moose, there's Tamara, although she's young, Tamara's Timeless Beauty, there's Tamara's Tammy's Ageless Beauty. I'm trying to think of, there's Mary Ellen. There's there's a whole group, Melissa 55. There's this wonderful group. I'm sure I've forgotten somebody, but there's a wonderful group of women. There's Cindy. She deals with skin. Um, Beyond 50 Skin, maybe something like that. Beauty by Des. She's from Great Britain. She just turned 70. Now, I've got this great relationship. Excuse me, I'm going to burp because of this sparkling champagne. Um, Beauty by Des is British, and we've got this delightful relationship going. It's really it's great fun. So where did I leave off? So that's how I started YouTube. Um, because my son told me to, and I felt that there was a need for older women to so that we didn't power our face, that we wore beautiful red lipstick, that we used creams instead of um, uh, dry powders, that we treated our skins with more moisture and products that I've loved. You know something? I'm going back. Well, a couple of things I've discovered. I'm no longer using um, stuff on my face, I should say products on my face that are very active, because I was getting these red blotches on my face, and I went to the dermatologist, and I wanted to have them lasered off. Um, and he said, "You want to do that for this?" What happened was I was using a product, and I'm not quite sure if I remember the name. And it was the minute I stopped using the product, my face, it all went away. I now Sandra Hart, she's in her 80s. She talked about using um, some cocoa balm moisturizer, and I was using it on my chest. I went to the doctor again. I said, "What? I've broken out in red welts." It was the cocoa balm. So again, if and then my underarms were really hurting, and I've discovered I can't use deodorant that has scent in it. So I've pulled way back from really very active ingredients, and I've gone to really simple stuff because, first of all, I'm 84. How much of a difference can it make? I do use moisturizer. I've stopped with the strong, powerful ingredients. I don't have time. Everybody talks about this 7-layer, um, glass skin. I don't do it. I'm too tired. The night comes and I just want easy. You know what I've been using? Don't tell anybody except for you. Now, I'd ask my sister, now she's older than I am, although people think I'm older, annoys me also. Um, and she was saying, all I use is this Albolene. I put it on my face, take the makeup off, and it's like a moisturizer, and that's all I do. And she said, mother did it. Your mother used it also. I had no idea. So my mother used this, and now I've been doing it because sometimes I do you get really tired at night? What happened? My husband laughs at me because I'll be reading a book or I'll be watching a video, and my husband and I fall asleep, and he'll wake me up and say it's time to go to bed, and I say, no, no, I'm reading, and I pass out. He said, and so he wants me to go to sleep. No, no, I'm reading. But and so I'd go to sleep without taking my makeup off. I know it's a no-no, but I just go to sleep. I don't do any of you do that. So what I've been using is Albolene. They don't know me, trust me. So I smear this stuff on. I take it off with a kind of a damp cloth, and I'm set. My face feels moisturized. And if I want something, I'll add something. But I'm using something really simple, and it feels really good. So I wanted to tell you about Abilene and something else. What do I have here? You're going to laugh. Did I finish my story? Let me know if I haven't. So I was walking. I was walking because I stopped walking when we had the LA fires, and then we had the rains, and then we had, and so one doctor said not to walk, and another doctor said I could walk. So I'm going back to walking. But which do you, what does that say? Where can you buy Abilene? Anywhere. I'm sure I got this on Amazon. I'm sure it's at the drugstore. I'm sure it's one of those old fashioned. Wait a second. You have to do things backwards. Um, I'll leave a link for it, okay, so you can get it. There are links underneath. There's a show more, and underneath it, but I'll leave a link in my first comment, okay. Um, um, Hello from Ireland. Top of the morning to you. Here to Ireland. I'm the least Irish person known to mankind. There was last year, I almost spent a month there. That's a whole other story. Okay. So when I go walking, I wear these socks. Now, the socks have got to be, I'm embarrassed to tell you, maybe they're 10 years old. They were so stretchy, they were terrible, but I wore them. And it wasn't, and why didn't I buy good ones? Because the socks I saw, I don't know, they were like $20 each. And I thought, I'm not going to do that. And I didn't have, I don't know, it just wasn't in my head to look up socks, but I did. And why? Maybe it just came in front of me. So I got these socks. They're Hue. They're by Hue, Hue. And I know I got them on Amazon. They're heaven. They are so soft. They're so comfy. I'm wearing them right now. I also can wear, do your feet get cold at night? My feet get cold. So they even keep my feet warm. They have a little bit of elastic in it. I mean, how can you fall in love with a pair of socks? I can. They're so soft. I love them. And so I'm throwing away. Well, no, I don't throw anything away. I must say, I give this stuff away. I'm giving away all my old socks and I'm getting all these new ones. And did you know the new look is to have your ankles covered? So I'm now wearing what do you call it? My running shoes and not have you can see my ankles with socks on them. I'm loving them. I mean, really, it shows you that I can go a little nuts, really loving socks. So I'm loving my socks. Let's see, where else? Um, uh, you know, Interesting. Somebody was saying that they love my cooking segments. I haven't done them because I've really got some good recipes, and I haven't done them because not that many people watch them. But maybe I should do them just for the people who watch them because I'm a really good cook. And in fact, I've been on cooking shows. As I say, that's another story. But I'm a really good cook. Um, and you're going to say, why? Yeah, that really is another story. I could go on and on about that. So let me tell you about some other stuff that's going on. You know what else I'm loving? What are they made out of? They're for your hair. When you wash your hair and then you put this on afterwards, it is wonderful. It soaks up what are they called? Their hair something wraps. It took me forever to figure out how you put them on. So how do you put them on? You put them on, I think, like this, and then you curl this, and you put this here. When you get it, you'll know. You'll be able to figure. I've never been able to figure out things like this, but you'll be able to figure it out. So anyway, this is another thing I really suggest are these wraps for your hair. After you wash it, it soaks up. So wait, I have to go in this direction. It soaks away. It's so counterintuitive as to which direction I should go in. Okay, so these are great. I'll put them in the show more also. Where did I get it? Amazon. Amazon. Love them. I didn't wear this one today. Okay. And a couple of other things that I wanted to tell you about. You're always asking me what I'm reading. Well, some of you are, not everybody. And so it was my turn. You know, I'm in a book club, great book club. These women are so interesting. They're from all over the world. They're from France, England, China, Australia. I can't even remember. And they're all working women, really smart women. Anyway, it's my turn, and I'm the old lady of the group. In fact, I'm the only old lady of the group. And so the book I'm recommending this month is Remains of the Day. Did you ever see the movie? Did you love it? Oh my God, I loved it. So look at that. People remember my recipes. Okay, I'll do more. I've got one right at the tip of my tongue that I'll do. It's a good one. So the book I'm recommending this month, not recommending, insisting that everybody read, is Remains of the Day. Did you guys see that movie? I think it won the Academy Award with Anthony Hopkins and Emma something. But the book it's a wonderful read, and it's not a long book. You can get it at your library. Did you also know about Libby, that you can Libby? It's an app for your phone, and it connects to the library, and you can download books and order books from your library with Libby. It's a wonderful app. Anyway, Remains of the Day is by Kazuo Ishiguro. He's a Japanese author who went to school at Cambridge, and this is about it's about a butler. It's about the time between the two world wars. It's like Downton Abbey, and it's about this butler and this maid, and how he's so dedicated to the house and to the lord of the manor that what would you say? He kind of gives up his life to the house and his lordship. It's fascinating. It's so it's and the movie is wonderful. Rent it, and the book is wonderful. I loved it. It just and it's of course I love everything British, and I love everything great houses. I love going to Great Britain, and I love going to the homes. So of course this appeals to me, but it's beautifully written, and it's a fascinating story about that time, and about should they go into World War II? Should the Brits go into World War II? Should they stay out of it? Should they be part of it? How they wanted to, tell the prime minister not to go into World War II, or to give up to the Germans. Fascinating, but it's not at all political. It's really about a butler, his maid that he can't admit that he loves. There's a shot in the movie where Anthony Hopkins just does this, and you fall in love with him. It's just got to watch it and read the book. Do you like reading? How about movies? I'm going to save you a lot of money. Now, I don't know if you were planning on going to see Mickey 17, but I've got this written down. It's directed by Bong Joon-ho. Now, he wrote and directed the movie. Remember Parasites? It won the Academy Award 2003, and so he won the Academy Award for directing and best movie and something else. And this is another one of his movies. And my granddaughter was just in town and she said, "Ooh, I'd love to go see that movie." Well, my husband was interested also because of the director, and he's a very interesting director. I wasn't that interested, but I thought, you know what? My granddaughter's going, my husband's going, I'll go. You know, I hated it. I hated it. I'm saving you so much money. I was reading the reviews of it, and there's a group that hates it and thinks it's boring, and there's another group that loves it and thinks it's inventive. It's about many, many years from now, and there's an ice planet, and there's, shall we say, an expendable man because he's depressed, and they and they print him. I'm not quite sure why, but they print him over and over again. So he dies, and then they print him, and he's alive again, and he's got the same memories. And they're trying to colonize a a, um, a planet. So it's way into the future, and it's crazy nuts. If I, I don't want, I mean, I don't think you're missing anything. Maybe if you're young, really young, you can appreciate it. But if you like a real story, I don't know. I thought it was terrible. In fact, I was laughing to myself about how bad it was. I mean, there were parts near the end where there suddenly was a story. But before that, I thought, what are these people doing? Um, so it hasn't gotten great on, what is it called? Rotten Tomatoes. You know, the reviews are, they're very, as I say, they're very, what is it called? They're very decided. No, they're very, there's a lot for it. I know I don't think there's a lot for it and a lot against. So I just saved you money if you don't like seeing somebody reprinted over and over again and going to an ice planet. It's interesting. Watch it on TV. What else? What else did I want to tell you about? I think I've written some things down here. What did I put here? Oh, you know what? Remember, I was telling you how I met Bobby Brown. You know, there are some things that are just, they're always good. This isn't new. This Bobby Brown face, it's great. So many people use a, um, um, you know, as a, I used it today. It's, you can see it's almost all used up. This is a great product. It's 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 what do you call it? It's done the test of time because it's wonderful. It's, and you know who loves it? Sally Hughes. Now Sally Hughes is a British editor. She writes for The Guardian, and she loves this stuff also. And so many people, you'll watch them, so many people use this. Now, they may not use it because it's not the latest, but they use it because it's the greatest. So if you want a moisturizer and a, what do they call it? Vitamin enriched, all-in-one primer and moisturizer. So that's what it is. It is a primer. It makes your face feel great. So this is something that I've been using, and I've got another one, a backup in the drawer. And the other thing is, I love this brush. This is another Bobby Brown. And I first found out about this brush, again, from Sally Hughes. I'm telling you, I keep on watching the Brits. And Sally Hughes says she has something like 7 or 8 of these brushes. Now, granted, as she said, she's bought a bunch and she's been given a bunch. I just buy it. I mean, I'm not given anything. And this is a wonderful brush. It's, let's see, it's thick. It's got pressure. Is it expensive? Yes. But have you seen the price of some of the brushes? I mean, my cheapest brush is by Elf, and it's a kabuki brush. Isn't that the name? And I love using it because it's very soft. So that was maybe $5. I love it though. But this is, I love this brush. It's by Bobby Brown, and it's they call it full coverage face. I love it. These days, I use it either for my foundation or my blush. But this is a great brush. I wanted to recommend that. And let's see what else. Let's see. I think that's about it. Thank you for the book and movie suggestions. Um, Thank you for looking forward to my uh, um, videos. Um, I can't believe make a recipe playlist. You're right, Janine. I will. I should have a playlist of my recipes and a playlist of my, you know how I have my favorites for March. I haven't been doing favorites because lately, because I've been. I should. There's no excuse. Okay. Let's see. Not my kind of movie. I know. I just saved you what? It was so expensive going to the movie. I've just saved you all. Take the money and buy something nice for yourself. Movie. You know what we've been watching on television? You're not going to believe this. I bet you will. So I told you about Remains of the Day. We were watching some Swedish noir series, and it was so disturbing that I said, you know what? Let's watch Downton Abbey. I needed something soothing, something soothing. So we've been watching we're now on season 6 of Downton Abbey. It's wonderful. You need something to soothe your life. It's such a pleasure to watch Downton Abbey. I know I've seen it before, doesn't matter. It was so long ago that it's kind of I kind of remember it, but I don't remember all the details. And we're loving it. So now we're watching it on BritBox. So as you can tell, I'm quite an Anglophile, that we subscribe to BritBox. It's wonderful. Um, then I'm going to have to watch the Downton Abbey movies again. It's just such a pleasure to see the use of the English language, people living in a very dignified way. It's so 20th century, 21st century. It's just a pleasure going back in time. So we're loving it. I love tea. I love high tea. I'm one of those people that loves those sandwiches, with the crust cut off and the cucumber sandwich and the egg salad sandwiches. And I love that stuff. I could eat the whole thing. In fact, let's see. Um, Hello, Oklahoma. Um, that's okay, Carla. This will be posted so you can see the beginning. So don't worry, I'm there. I mean, you can watch the whole thing. What was I talking about? Somebody remind me. I was talking about watching. Oh, Brits. So going to tea. So a girlfriend of mine she's British, but her parents lived in London, and they invited us for tea. Well, we had such a good time. I loved all the food that was made, and we overstayed our welcome. Well, we didn't overstay our welcome, but we stayed way too long. But we were having such a good time. But I guess you don't stay that long for tea. If you're British, let me know. But I think they have tea at 4, and then they have dinner at 8. That's when they press the gong. Just start watching Downton Abbey. It'll make you feel good. It's against all of the craziness that's going on outside, and it'll take you back, as I say, to the 20th century, and it'll be a pleasure. So that's what I've been doing. I'm starting back walking tomorrow morning. I've been walking on I do go from. Oh, wait! I've got to tell you about another show that I watch, YouTube. How did I find this? There's a show, and it's called Farmhouse on Boone, and it's about a homesteading family. This woman has had 8 children, and it's how makes she makes sourdough bread, she makes sourdough wheat bread, she makes 3 meals a day for 10 people, and it's how she cooks. It's the most relaxing show. It's beautiful. The kids, it's I enjoy watching her cook. I'm not going to start a sourdough starter. I'm not going to start making bread. The last time started making bread, I kept on eating it. That's the problem. If you make bread, it's way too delicious. In fact, you know what I want to make? I have a longing for banana bread. So I'm going to make banana bread. Who knows where this longing came? Where did I leave off? So this is it's a YouTube channel called Farmhouse on Boone, and you can start anywhere. Just know that they've got 8 kids from 16 to just born, and she cooks 3 meals a day, and she talks over the visuals because she says the kids are always around her and making noise. You'll be so impressed with this woman. She's a girl. I mean, I doubt if she's 40 yet. It's just a very relaxing pleasure to watch. The other thing that I love, that's a video, right? Yes. So that's a YouTube channel. I'll put these all in the links below. The other thing is a podcast. Do you guys listen to podcasts? I love podcasts. I listen to them if I'm not listening to a book on tape. I know it's not a book on tape, but if I'm not listening to an audible book, I love listening to The Recipe. It's with Debbie Perlman, and I never can remember his name. He's a brilliant, brilliant cook, but it's a podcast. He's written, you know why I get confused with, wait, I'm going to look it up. Can I do it? I mean, I can do that, right? Okay, so let me look up. Okay, podcast. What's his name? What's his name? It's something alt. Okay, so I'm going to look up. Uh, oh, something alt. Okay, The Recipe. I want you to watch it. Oh, that's it. That's why I get it wrong. Jay Kenzie. Oh, come on. Come on. Where are they? They're not giving him his name. Kenji and Deb. Okay, so it's Kenji and Deb. His real name is Jay Kenzie Alt something. And it's called The Recipe. And what they do is they take one subject, like, and the recipes aren't exotic. It's what you'd make every day, maybe brownies, macaroni and cheese, um, uh, grilled cheese sandwich, and it's how Deb would make them and how Kenji would make them. And they talk about the various I mean, what kind of bread do you use? What kind of bread do you use? Do you cut off the crust? What cheese do you use? Do you use a mixture? Do you grate it? Do you use slices? And they talk about that. So if you're at all interested in food, listen to The Recipe. And it's all kinds of food that you would want to make. There's nothing exotic. It's just kind of the basics that get you through the week. Well, maybe it doesn't get you through, but it's the basics that everybody loves. So that's my podcast for the week. There's going to be well, I guess I'll wait till it comes out. So that's about it. I've been on now for 49 minutes, and Downton Abbey is the best. See? Yes, I'm with you. Let's see, what else? What blush and lipstick are you wearing today? I'm wearing, the blush is called Mimi, and it's by Westman Atelier. The lipstick is by Revlon, and it's 2 colors. So I have to put that, it's a pink and it's an orange. Is it fiery orange? A walk in the park, pink in the park, and maybe fiery orange. I'll put that in the list of stuff also. I'm glad you like it. So that's it. I figure 45 minutes is enough for you guys. And again, thank you. Oh, this is so good. Mm, I really could finish it, but I'm not going to. It's 11 o'clock. What time is it? It's 12. I don't drink during the day. If I went, oh, it was really sweet. I went out to dinner with my granddaughter, and I had a Aperol spritz, and I could feel it. I mean, because I don't drink, but I had one. We were kind of having a great time together, and it was really nice. I asked my granddaughter to drive home. That's the first time she's ever driven me. She's a really good driver. It was it was really nice. I said, "Honey, would you please drive home?" I was It was wonderful having my granddaughter here. Very proud of her. She just graduated um, college, and she did a great job. So I'm very proud of her. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'll look and see if there are questions, but otherwise, I can. Carla in Oklahoma, love this blush. Uh, can we have a National Lipstick Day? You're going to laugh, but on National Lipstick Day, I completely missed it. Um, I've been wearing, I'll do it on one of my videos. I've been wearing another color, and it's not bright at all, which is so unlike me. Can you please turn on live caption? I'm so sorry. You know what? I don't know how to do it. I'm so sorry. I won't do this again. I'll look it up. Okay. I'll look it up. Great chat. Oh, thank you, Mary. Fiery peach. See, somebody pays attention. So the pink they're both Revlon. One is it a walk in the park? And the other is fiery peach. So I put the peach on top and the pink below. And where is this color from? Because, wait a second, Lisa Eldridge bought a tube of lipstick that was Audrey Hepburn's. And there was a tiny bit of lipstick left in the tube. And she made it into a lipstick called Audrey. And I bought that and I loved it. But then I was doing research on it and discovered that she also wore, well, who knows? I don't know the truth. But one of the colors they say she wore in a commercial was, I want to say a walk in the park. It's something like that. A walk in the park by Revlon. But then I saw this fiery peach because I thought it's too pink and I think it needs some orange over it. So does somebody know pink in the afternoon? I'll try that. Thank you, Doreen. Pink in the afternoon. It's either pink in the park or pink in the afternoon. Somebody pays attention. Thank you. Put on the pink first, then the fiery peach, and you're set. Black Diamond, I'd love to know how you got that name. Do you have black diamonds? Anyway, thank you all. It's 12:50, 11:54. You stayed with me so long. I'm very sorry about the captioning. I'm sorry about that. That would have been a great help. And I'm going to look it up and figure out how to do that. Will there be captioning when this is repeated on YouTube? Maybe. Again, I'm sorry. Wear a cross of black diamonds. Of course. Have I seen black diamonds? I don't know. I've only seen ski runs. Anyway, thank you all very much. I so appreciate my 10,000 followers. Every one of you. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I'll see you next week. Cheers. End stream. Okay.